Hi Scorpio, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Scorpio, this is a reading for the week of the 13th of June. And to start with, we'll look at what's been going on, what's the energy you've been in, and then we'll get into the week of the 13th. And Scorpio, if you're happy to like and subscribe, I really appreciate that support because it helps my little channel, so thank you. All right, let's get going. What's been happening for you, Scorpio? Okay, two knights. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Could be work, business, money, career, yeah, that kind of energy with Wands and Pentacles. But my sense is you've been weighing up, where are you going? Where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your money? What's of worth and value to you? Kind of like when you do a bit of a game plan for the next 12 months and you work out what it is, what are your key objectives. Now, the Knight of Wands is this passionate energy to move forward, but it's also a little bit in haste. There's a bit of a kind of impetuous, kind of charge ahead kind of feeling here. Now, because they're knights, this isn't fully fleshed out yet. It's not fully formed. It's still got a bit of smoothing the rough edges to go. So, yeah, you might be keen to start actioning this, but the feeling is there's a little bit more to work out yet. Now, the Knight of Wands can also sometimes be about moving, shifting, changing address. Okay. Let's get into the week. There's an interesting feeling here. The week of the 13th of June. Just trying to get a sort of a beat on what I'm feeling with these cards. Okay, for Scorpio. Yeah, that's the challenge. For Scorpio, the week of the 13th. Ooh, okay. All right. Yes. News comes in. Page of Swords. A phone call, an email, some type of communication, and it gets your mind spinning, which explains our Knight of Wands. And you're like, ooh, okay, I could do this, I could do that. What about this? What about that? It's going to get your mind churning, Scorpio. And you're very excited about this. The Ace of Wands. You're fired up, you're energized, you're passionate, you're enthusiastic. It's like, oh my gosh. Could be a new business idea, might be a new job offer, could be something along those lines. You're having a conversation or a discussion about this. Now, the challenge is the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, because you've put a lot of time and energy and effort into something else, I feel, and you are weighing up, will I stick with what I'm doing? Because what I'm doing, I've put already a lot of effort and energy into. Am I going to stay on this track, or am I going to head in a different direction? It's a pivot point, Scorpio. And you're weighing it up, because the Seven of Pentacles is tying us into that Knight of Pentacles that we had at the start. Where have I already put a bit of time and effort and energy? Where have I already had my investments? Where have I already had my focus? You've done a lot of groundwork. Maybe it hasn't quite returned you what you'd hoped for, which is why you're contemplating this, I feel. And the Seven of Swords might be like, I'd have to move carefully here if I'm going to leave where I am. Maybe it's a job offer from a competitor or a different company or a different business, and you're like, ooh, if I do this, I'm going to have to move quietly and just kind of tiptoe in the background. It's strategizing, I feel. You're going to have to weigh this up, Scorpio, because the Two of Pentacles, there's a bit to consider here. And it is a lot to weigh up because you've put a lot of effort and energy into something already, and it's kind of like you don't want to give it up. But this feels pretty tempting because it may lead to the stability and the security that you're looking for. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So it could be someone of that around you. But the sense here is there's a lot to weigh up with this because it might affect your core foundations. But I've got to say, the Wheel of Fortune says it's a very exciting change. It's a very exciting energy here of a new possibility and new beginning, which is why you're so excited, Scorpio. Now, I did say at the start, the Knight of Wands wants to kind of rush ahead before it's fully considered. And I still haven't seen any kings or emperors or anything like that on the table. So I feel like you've got to do a bit more groundwork, background work on this before you make your choice. Obviously, you've got free will, Scorpio. You'll decide what you're doing. But the energy here is this is so exciting and so kind of like, oh my gosh. But think it through. Plan, strategize, do your groundwork, do your homework. There's a bit to kind of like figure out. Okay, I'm going to close your reading out, Scorpio, with a little wisdom, a little guidance from Spirit for you. For Scorpio this week. Yeah. Two of Wands. Really weigh this. You've got a couple of twos that are encouraging you to consider this, because where you are is stable. But I do feel it comes up quite unexpectedly. We've got Pisces energy on the table now. And it is something that could be very exciting because the Four of Wands is moving through kind of like a gateway. But the symbology here is you're leaving behind the security of the castle. You're leaving behind a very solid, should you choose to do it, a solid, stable place where your needs are met and you're going okay. But the Queen of Cups is Scorpio energy. It's water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But the Queen of Cups would say, just play your cards close to your chest. Keep you cool. Work it out. Think it through. It's massive. The sense of these cards is that you will do this shift because it's amazing. And it's got the potential to lead you into a very exciting position of stability and abundance. But there's a bit to consider. There's a bit to work out, work through. Make sure you fully check it out. But my sense is you're just going to want to go, yes! So I feel like just kind of like stay calm, work it through, really flesh it out, really consider it in its fullness. But yeah, wow. It's big. Like it could be an overseas work opportunity. It could be an opportunity to travel overseas, live overseas, open a business overseas. It's got that kind of energy here. And you're like, but I've been in a great spot. I'm stable. I'm consistent. Maybe it's not bringing me everything I've wanted, but I'm okay. And the potential of this is big. But, you know, that kind of leap often comes with some risk. So, yeah, on the split, justice. Not surprised. Libra energy, but really get into the truth and the facts and the clarity of this. Maybe get some legal guidance. Yeah, check it out. Oh, I'm excited for you. Feels exciting. All right. See you, Scorpio. Have a great week. Bye from me.